Only 218 calories and 33 grams of protein. Let's go. Here's why progressive overload is the key to building muscle while losing fat on your fitness journey. Now, number one is going to be that it builds strength over time. Progressive overload means that you're challenging your muscles to do a little bit more every week. Now, whether it's lifting heavier weights, doing more reps, or even improving your form. This gradual increase is going to force your body to say, hey, we have to adapt and grow stronger. Now, number two is going to be that it increases muscle while burning fat. When you push your muscles harder over time, what you're going to do is you're going to stimulate growth. And you pair that with a high protein diet like the recipes we make here at Hunk's Kitchen, and your body can build muscle while burning fat, giving you that lean, nice, and toned look. Now, number three is going to be that it's flexible. Can't increase the weight quite yet? No problem. You can overload by adding extra reps, sets, or even slowing down your movements to increase the time under tension. Now, number four is going to be that you can track your progress. So what you want to do is write down your workouts, weights, reps, and sets so you know where exactly to push harder in the gym. It's motivating to see how far you've come, and then it ensures you're going to stay on track. Remember, you don't need massive jumps in progress, just small, consistent improvements over time, and those add up to major results. Welcome to Hunk's Kitchen, where we make all your favorite foods, low calorie and high protein, to help you reach your fitness goals. Now, I'm your host, Lance Alexander, and on today's menu, we're gonna be making an apple pie crumble. All right, now if you guys can't tell, I'm super pumped up, I'm super jittery over here because I'm so excited to make this recipe, guys. Now, to tell you a little bit about the backstory of this recipe, whenever I was first starting off my weight loss journey, actually, I always wanted kind of something sweet that would not mess up my routine and my journey. And so apple pie was one of the special things that I found out how to make without sacrificing for taste, but I could get that same great flavor that we all know and love. Now, typically, guys, if you didn't know, desserts really don't have that much protein in them at all. You know, I was looking at some of the recipes online that had maybe 2 grams of protein, 4 grams of protein, and it was the same thing with restaurants. And apple pie is usually also high calories, so it's usually gonna range anywhere from over 300 to up to 500 calories and more. But that's what Chef Lance is here for, and that's what we're gonna fix today. So today, we're gonna make apple pie crumble for only 218 calories and 33 grams of protein. Let's go. So for this recipe, you're gonna need a small to medium sized apple, cinnamon, protein powder, sugar-free syrup, and finally, a low-calorie tortilla. Okay, guys, so first things first, you guys know we always talk about our ingredients here. So the first thing that we have right here is sugar-free syrup. It is a great lower calorie alternative to regular syrup, guys. Now, syrup is gonna be something that is always gonna be high calorie, pretty much anywhere that you go. If you're at a pancake restaurant, if you're at the grocery store, it's usually always gonna be 50 to 100 calories anytime. Now, this is 5 calories. It is a cheat code. And when I tell you guys, I use this all the time. I use this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack. This is a great syrup. It's only 5 calories. It's amazing. Now, we also have our carb counter low calorie tortillas here. You guys will see these often on the channel. I use these so much, but these are a great alternative to regular tortillas, regular breads. They're a great alternative, and they have a great crunch to them, and you guys are gonna see exactly how that comes into play with our apple pie crumble here. It's gonna make the perfect crunch. It's gonna be so good. Okay, and then we also have just our regular apple. You guys can just get a small to medium sized one, our cinnamon, and then here is my protein powder that I like to use. Now, this is just regular vanilla protein powder. You guys keep in mind, you can get any flavor protein powder that you guys wanna get. Typically, I would say in the 140 to 160 calorie range when it comes to selecting one. All right, guys, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and take our apple here. Now, I have my apple cutter right here. If you guys have one at home, be sure to use this as well. Just be sure to be very careful around knives and when you're cutting different things. So I like to just use something that's a little bit more secure. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna cut it, and then from here, what we're gonna wanna do, that's a lot of apple juice. So what we're gonna wanna do is just take it, press it all the way down, and then we're gonna cut our apple into smaller pieces here. Now, you guys wanna make sure to cut them into bite-sized pieces just like this, because you have to remember that the thinner the apple is, the easier it is going to be to cook. And so next, we're gonna be taking our little bite-sized apple slices, and we're gonna be putting them off into the pan. And so what that does is it's gonna sear the apples, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna take all the flavor, and everything's just gonna marinate together really nicely, because we do have our sugar-free syrup and our cinnamon that's gonna give us that nice flavor. It's gonna be so good. So now what we want to do is take our apples, and we're gonna go ahead and take them and start transferring them over into our hot pan. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our water in here. Now this can be cold or warm water, either way is good. Just make sure not to add too much. You're just gonna add just a little under 1/4 cup total. Now this is gonna let the apples start to marinate, and their flavor is gonna start to make the juice with the water. So you guys can see all this nice steam coming up from the apples. It smells so good in my kitchen right now. So next what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take our protein powder, and we're gonna just start to spread it across our apples. Now only add about half of the scoop that we've added in there, and then we're also going to take our sugar-free syrup and add half of this serving. Now what you wanna do is you wanna start to mix this around. So as we're mixing this around, we just want everything to start mixing together. Make sure you don't have any clumps within any places in your mix. Now you guys just want to make sure that you're spreading the cinnamon all the way around in the pan, and just making sure that there's no clumps with your protein powder as well. And add water as needed. And when your mixture looks like this, you know you've hit the jackpot. Now this is going to be our base for our dish. Let's just let it marinate with the top on now. Make sure to turn your eye very, very low. Now that's a good apple filling. So we have our beautiful mixture right here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good in this kitchen right now. So now we're gonna take our tortilla, and we just wanna slice this right in half. And then we're gonna take half of our tortilla. Now this is the part for the crumble, right? So we're gonna take half of our tortilla. The air fryer is heating up right now, the oven. So we're gonna take half of our tortilla, we're gonna tear it right in half, and then we're gonna put it in the sides of our pan, like so, right? And then we're gonna take our pan here, and then we are gonna put our mixture on top. So after we've transferred all of our mix of apple, cinnamon, in this beautiful, glorious pan over here, we're gonna now take all of the apples and make sure that all sides are covered. And then you guys are going to see everything come together. So now we take the other side of our tortilla, and we're gonna be cutting it into small bite-sized pieces to now make our crumble. Tortillas on top of the apple crumble, like so. And it's kind of like putting puzzle pieces in a puzzle. So we now have all the pieces of our puzzle put together. As you guys can see, it looks beautiful here. So now we're gonna go ahead and transfer this right over to the oven, and this is going to turn out amazing. Now you guys know, we don't use no oven mitts around here, so we're gonna go ahead and place this in the oven. We're gonna put this at 450 degrees, and make sure you watch this because you do not want it to burn. I'm only gonna have mine in there for about 8 to 12 minutes, but make sure that you watch it very, very closely. We'll be back. Only 218 calories and 33 grams of protein.